Welcome back to our third segment of 7 for the Greater San Angelo Crafts Guild Show. We have, again, 7 board members that's presenting, again, new items that's handcrafted. So there's a lot of heart put into this work. My name is Daniel Soto, the owner of the Soto Photography. I have some more photographs that are frames. I'm going to show you some that are in mats. The first ones are 4x6. This is a little parrot mohawk. And then I have a red parrot. And those are all 4x6 prints, color prints on black 4x6 frames. Over here I have peacock tail. If you like peacock tails, that's color 4x6. Flamingos. Anybody loves flamingos? Have a 4x6. Beautiful colors of flamingos on a 4x6 black frame. Also, I love this piece. This piece here, I shot this at the Contra River, and this piece here has an image of a person, but you don't see him on the top of the hill. You only see the image in the water. It's a fascinating piece. Again, 4x6 color print on a 4x6 black frame. Also, I have, since some of the local bars are going to be opening up, you feel like two-stepping and dancing, there's going to be a lot of it happening tonight. So here's a photograph of some boots ready to go dancing. It's a black, it's a color 4x6 print on a 4x6 black frame. Also, I have this beautiful piece. I get a lot of requests for this one. This is a 4x6 color print on a 4x6 frame. This is a cross, and it has a shadow. The sun hit just right, and it's shadowed onto the sidewalk, and it's just a beautiful, beautiful piece. A lot of good detail on that wood that showed up when I photographed it. It is just a remarkable, remarkable piece. Also, since it's Memorial Weekend, I thought maybe how about a 4x6 United States flag. Gotta have this one in your house. You know, it just speaks volumes to see red, white, and blue. Again, 4x6 color print on a 4x6 black frame. My last piece, I'll check this one. Beautiful colors of the Lake Nasworthy Lake. This is a sunset. It was beautiful summer evening, and the clouds were just right. There was actually a duck kind of going across the lake here, and it kind of showed the ripples of the water. Very beautiful colors. When you see it in person, it's just very, very, very bright, vibrant colors. It's a 4x6 color photograph on a 4x6 frame. Now I have some 8x10s on 11x14 mats. I have a color one, a black and white one. It's a abstract piece of a wind chime, yard wind chime. These were petals of wood, and they just turned, and it just caught my eye, and how the depth of fill on this looked. Next one is also another wind chime. This one is a metal wind chime, and I just like the shadows of the metal pieces on that. Again, this is a 8x10 or 11x14 black mat. This one here, again, you saw this one. This one is a peacock. Very vibrant colors. It goes from up close all the way to the depth of field to the neck of the peacock. I love that angle. It just shows all the detail of the feathers, the colors. And it goes really nice with a black mat. You love blue bonnets. If you haven't had a chance to look at blue bonnets, I captured this blue bonnet. It was so vibrant. It was almost like a lavender purple. It was such a beautiful color. It was still budding on top. Some great detail. Greens were great. Again, this is an 8x10 photograph on 11x14 black mat. This art piece, it's a glass ball. It's a yard piece, and it caught my eye. I used my micro lens on this one, and I was fascinated with this piece because you could see all the little bubbles of the photograph of the glass ball, and I just love the detail on that. Again, it's a black and white 8x10 on the 11x14 black mat. Then over here, I have a couple more. Another wind chime, metal wind chime. It's all in color, different style, different colors of the metal pieces, and it was just constantly turning with the wind, making a beautiful, beautiful noise, and it just speaks volume of a piece. Again, a color print, an 8x10 print on 11x14 mat. Then here is another, you probably saw this one on my last segment. It was on the picture frame. This is a clear glass. These are glass balls that are clear, and this is a wind chime, and they have different levels that they turn. And this caught my eye very, very. I love the detail. I love the colors. And again, it's an 8x10 photograph on an 11x14 mat. Then we have Fredericksburg, the seed, the farm seed. I love the reds of those flowers. It was just filled. I mean, it went for miles and miles of beautiful flowers. Love the colors on it. Again, 8x10 photograph on a black mat. This one is one of my best ones. I love. This was taken at Casserole River. The reflection, it was right at the morning of the peak of the sun coming up, and it captured the shadows and captured the reflections on the Casserole River, and it looked like it's, you know, a mirror image, basically, of the trees and the water, and it's just beautiful, beautiful piece. Like farming, this is a ranch picket fence. I love the detail. I love the how it goes all the way on. It just continues going and going and going. The black and white 8x10 on black 11x14 mat. And that's all I have for you today. Come back tomorrow. You can always look at all of my photographs on my Facebook page, The Soto Photography, or you can reach me at the Soto 12 Photo. That's DESOTO 12 PHOTO at gmail.com. Now I'm going to pass it over to my wife, Kristina.
Hi again, this is Kristina with Kristina's Creations. For this segment, I wanted to show you a little bit about what I can do to embellish my pour paintings. They don't always have to just be the pour themselves. We can always add different elements to them on top of the original pour. And these are the ones that I have available now, but this will kind of give you an idea of what I am capable of doing. This one here, just the pour itself made me think of an ocean. Let me see if I can get it up a little higher there. And I just with the blues, the greens, that's all I could think of, the waves, ocean waves. And so what better thing to put on there are dolphins. These were painted. I did paint them using stencils that I did cut out. So these are my own creation, and then just once the pour painting itself was dry, I laid the stencils over where I wanted them, and then painted them, and just adjust. And there's if you can you can see it real carefully, or when you look up close, the dolphins do have a little bit of shading. I tried to. It's not just all one color. So I really liked how that came out with those colors of the blues and the greens. This one was what we call a Coke bottle pour, which what it is we actually pour the paint. We use the bottom of a Coke bottle, and we flip it on top, we flip it upside down on the canvas, and then pour the paint on top, and it creates it can create a flower effect. Because this canvas this is a 11 by 14 canvas, and the previous one was a 12 by 12. This is 11 by 14. It's kind of stretched out the flower because of the length of the canvas, and I thought that was a really neat effect. And I wanted to do something with this to embellish it. So I have a very good friend who her favorite color is green, and I went to her favorite color is green. She loves dragonflies. Again, these I have embellished it, painted dragonflies in both corners, and using stencils that I had cut out myself. And they are embellished with the individual dragonflies, have some shading and everything with that. But this is definitely one of my favorites as far as when I think of my good friend, her love of green and dragonflies. So the next one is another 12 by 12, and this pour was just a really whimsical tree pour, I believe. And I was thinking what childlike whimsy of the colors and how they came out. And so what better thing to add to the painting is a purple unicorn, which reminds me of Jeanette's story about the purple cow. I have to brag on our daughter, or maybe not so bragging. She might be a little embarrassed, but one day she was asleep in the car and woke up, looked out the window going down the highway, and announced she had seen a purple cow. So maybe they do exist. But this one is purple unicorn. So this one I thought this would be really pretty in a little girl's room or something, with these pretty colors. The next one, again, it's similar to my dragonflies. It's another 11 by 14. This one, with the colors, I love butterflies and hummingbirds myself. So I thought, I just thought those would be great for. So there are butterflies in the bottom corner, and then there are a couple of hummingbirds at the top. This was just a fun one to do, and to add the detail from the stencils. Again, all of these are done with stencils that I have cut out myself. So then apply to the pour painting once it's been dried, and then we add the paint to the stencils, and then once that's been dried, then all of these have been sealed. The next one is, the last two are some of my favorites. I'll say this. This one, when I did the pour, I sat there and looked at it after it was done and tried to imagine first I was looking to maybe do something like an ocean. But for some reason, even though it's the blues, I didn't think it didn't look like an ocean. It looked more like a starry night sky with a little blue hints to it. So it's not really dark, but that made me think of moon and stars. And one of my favorite things to tell my children is, I love you to the moon and back. So of course that had to be added to this, because that's just one of my favorite things to say to my children. So I thought this would be very appropriate in a nursery or a young child's room to say, just to remind them how much you love them. My last one is quite unique. This is another 12 by 12. I actually call this one actually has a more formal name of Mystic Mandala. And as you can see, started with a black canvas, and I did the pour on just a portion of the canvas itself. Whoops, over here. And And so I did this on purpose so I could have this corner to do something else with it, because I wanted to do this mandala. And this was quite the challenge, because I did cut this out myself and had to get all those details on the stencil and get it on painting, and then paint it, and then get the stencil off. So it took quite a while, but I am so pleased with how it came out, and it even wraps around the sides of the painting. So for anybody that those colors speak to you, or just that detail that we can do with these, and this is done in a metallic bronze, which you can see the metallic bronze throughout the pour as well. So I just really love this one, and I love how the mandala came out on that one. So that's it for me today. You can see the rest of my inventory on my Etsy page, Kristina's Creative Art, or you can check out my Facebook page, at Kristina's Creations 19, or you can always send me an email, kristinascreations19@gmail.com. So thank you for joining us today to see my paintings, and I look forward to showing you more of what I can do tomorrow, starting at 9 a.m. And now I'm going to move it on to Brenda.
Hi, thank you, Kristina. Hi, we're back again. Hope y'all are still joining us and enjoying what we've got going on. My next deal is more lamps, of course, but this time it's for the older people. My guys that loves their beer and their wine and their whiskey. Okay, these are made out of beer cans. This one is a Coors. Get those out of the way. All right. This one is made with a Coors can, and it always talks about the spring waters or the cold water or whatever with the Coors. Anyway, I figured with my lampshade, it has wolves, and it also has eagles on it, and all kinds of water. But this one is pretty cool. All right, how about, this one's a Coors also, but beautiful wolves to go along with it. And it's just a plain old Coors can, which, like, I really believe in my lampshades. Like I say, I've got lots of lampshades, and trying to match these up to what different ones want is pretty easy going, because everybody loves stuff like that. All right. How about 4th of July? Goes good with Budweiser, right? There you go. A good old Budweiser lamp with fireworks on top. Pretty good. Anybody like horses? Now this one is definitely a one of a kind. I bet you haven't seen one of those. It's a Coors Light, and it looks like a baseball bat. This is a very, very unique one. It also goes with just about any kind of a lampshade, so I can match it up to whatever one you want. And this is definitely a one of a kind. Again, like I say, I have all kinds of lampshades. If you like cats, how about camo? Those are different camos. Got the kiddos. Beautiful colors. And if you like NASCAR, I do NASCAR. And our football teams, anything like that. If I can get the material, I can make you a lamp. So be sure and stay with us, and we are going on right on around with our little segment. And